The Evolve 70 and the Evolve 90. I think every DJ has heard about it by now and they're sick of hearing about it. And I think a normal person would probably just move on and go on with their life. But I just want to address a lot of the misinformation I'm hearing about it in regards to like the two-way and the three-way speaker. So YouTuber Nick Spinelli, by his own words, flamed the Evolve 70 and 90, which is fine. You know, I'm just grateful that there's a lot of different tools out there. I'm not a believer of a one size fits all. So if Nick doesn't like something, you know, I don't really care. He's allowed to like and dislike whatever he likes. But then he went on to flame people leaving positive reviews on these things, pretty much saying that the majority of them haven't heard the speaker and they're just going off of the spec sheet. And a spec sheet only gets you so far, and it's really just kind of a hypothetical. But then he went on about the hypothetical situation that three-way speakers are better than two-way speakers, and the Evolve 70, 50, and 90 are all two-way. And he's right. A two-way speaker, in regards to a column array, includes a sub and an array of little mid-range woofers that handle the mids and the highs. And since it has to do both, sometimes it can muddy the sound. And a three-way speaker has an additional high-frequency driver, a tweeter. And so your standard point source and sub is basically a three-way system. And there are column arrays that are three-way systems as well. So yeah, hypothetically, when you have like a dedicated driver to handle those high frequencies, it can provide more clarity and accuracy. But, you know, a two-way speaker is a different design than a three-way speaker. And with each, you can achieve clarity and accuracy in different ways. I mean, there's other components in the speaker that can help it achieve accuracy and clarity and volume. You know, there's the drivers, there's the SPL, there's all the engineering that goes into it. So, you know, I don't know the design decisions over at EV, why they chose a two-way speaker over a three-way. I mean, they have plenty of their speakers in their lineup, have a tweeter. So for whatever reason, they decided to do a two-way design. It's like the misconception with cars. You know, I'm in Utah, it's snowing right now, and people have the misconception that only all-wheel drive cars can get traction in the snow. But with clever engineering, rear-wheel drive and front-wheel drive cars can provide enough traction to not slip in the snow. But back to speakers. And I might be wrong about this, but he makes the claim too that when he's making announcements for entrances, that his voice gets muddied when he doesn't have a tweeter. Which, you know, I mean, he doesn't really substantiate that. That's just his like anecdotal personal experience, which is fine. You know, that's kind of the appeal of YouTube, is just a bunch of like normal people sharing their anecdotal experiences. But there's really no way to substantiate that. And I might be wrong about this. Let me know if I am. But look, we can speculate all day whether the speaker sounds good or not based on like the spec sheet. Ultimately, I think the test is to try it out yourself, listen to it yourself. And you know, my anecdote is I had a three-way system before I got the Evolve 50s. It was a very entry-level Behringer setup, a 15-inch sub with a 12-inch top. It did all right. The moment I heard the Evolve 50, like, it beat it in clarity by a mile, and it had more thump too, but we're not talking about thump. I think a very unscientific comparison between the EKX system, a three-way system from EV, and the Evolve 50. And I gotta say, I think that the Evolve 50 was able to produce amazing clarity, and I thought it sounded better at like the lower to medium volumes. But when I started to like push it, then that's where the EKX started to shine in comparison. But ultimately, you gotta listen to it yourself, you know. Don't get caught up in the hype or the negativity. If you liked the Evolve 50 and you just wanted something a little bit louder and with a little bit more thump, I think you're going to be happy with the 70 and the 90. Is it going to be able to handle school dances? I think that just depends on your style. I think some people would probably be okay with this for a crowd of 1,000. I still think you're going to get more boom for your buck with a point source system. It's going to be more modular and scalable. Because I've done crowds of 1,000 people and I had 4 subs and I didn't feel like it was enough. But if you get anything from this video, hopefully you get the idea that not all two-way speakers are made equal. Not all three-way speaker systems are made equal. Different components can help affect the clarity and the sound quality. So I'm hoping that this video dispels kind of that myth that all two-ways are bad. I mean, Nick is allowed to have his opinion that he doesn't like two-ways, but I am just hoping that people can use some critical thinking and realize that, you know, that's his opinion, but it's not gospel. And he might be right. Maybe they all do suck, but I would like some more substantiation some more evidence than just his opinion. Well, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below, and please smash like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.